Elon Musk took the red pill. Guys, what does that even mean? Okay. Obviously, in the context of the Matrix, the red pill versus the blue pill, you kind of want to know the truth of the matter rather than whatever the establishment is dictating. Now, definitely for a long time, I think the left took Elon Musk as pretty much that, kind of like a patsy in their ploy to dominate the world and all types of things, guys. But I'm definitely glad that more people are kind of coming to the realization, let's say, that not everything that you are basically being consistently told is good just because the person saying it is coming from the realm of moral superiority. Yeah, if that makes any sense, guys. But either way, let's jump into it. This is a suggestion via a channel member, guys.
Senior Trump advisor Elon Musk has been paying the price for trying to help our nation. The liberal media mocked him after SpaceX's latest rocket launch failed. Watch.
It is the second consecutive Starship test flight from Elon Musk's company to end with destruction.
All I could think about was, oh, I can't sing.
No, please don't. His response to all of this was rockets are hard. And Mr. Musk, if they're so hard, why don't you go back to your day job?
Moreover, anti-Musk protesters are targeting Tesla dealerships and staging boycotts. And now his stock is taking a hit. MSNBC's Joe Scarborough took a swipe at that. Watch.
I mean, Tesla has been overvalued, analysts believe, for years. It's sort of a meme stock. People are
definitely not a meme stock, bro.
Investing in sort of the genius of Elon Musk. That's obviously been shattered over the past couple months.
Yeah, speaking of overvalued.
Oh, now, so you take away someone's, or how about this? You discount someone's intelligence because you don't agree with their political ideology? All right.
Musk told Fox Business's Larry Kudlow that he's just looking out for America.
Yeah, I mean, really, I just don't want America to go bankrupt.
So it's a call to action. You're hearing a call to action.
Yeah.
You giving up your other stuff? I mean, how are you running your other businesses?
With great difficulty. Yeah, I mean.
But there's no turning back, you're saying?
I'm just here trying to make government more efficient, eliminate waste and fraud.
Like, guys, listen, based off of just the facial expression alone, you realize that this is, moderately troubling to him. I mean, the same people who are against him now were massively on his side for a really, really long time. And then to realize that kind of the same group is kind of stoking their base to, shoot up basically his establishments, right? Threaten his existence, make fun of his kid. Like, all types of things are happening to him that I'm sure he never actually expected to be happening. I don't know what's in this man, if that makes any sense, right? So I can only tell you what I experienced from the outside. He does not seem like someone who is trying to kind of pull the wool over our eyes, not in this context at least, but I do wish absolutely that Doge, exists and continues to exist and continues to find waste, fraud, and abuse, guys.
And President Trump is coming to his defense, posting this, quote, "I'm going to buy a brand new Tesla tomorrow morning as a show of confidence and support for Elon Musk, a truly great American. Why should he be punished for putting his tremendous skills to work in order to help make America great again?" And that's the question right there, Paul. Why should he be punished for it? Why shouldn't everyone be grateful?
Well, the left couldn't wait for this talking point, right? I think Joe Scarborough has a little rocket envy. So, listen, think about what's really going on here. Let's go back 10 years ago.
That was funny.
Oh, so, right? You remember when Elon Musk was the person who was going to lead us into a carbonless future? Do you remember when the Barack Obama administration lent them almost $500 million, which, by the way, Elon Musk paid back early? We have Teslas, thanks to the Obama administration, folks. These are all Barackmobiles that are flying around right now, all right? And all of you have conveniently forgotten that. And the reason is because he's showing up to be a cop. He's showing up to say, okay, look, we can't keep printing money this way. I'm a businessman. By the way, I am somebody who paid the government back. I know how this works. And nobody likes sometimes when the cops show up and say, no, you can't do that. But that's really what's happening. He's coming in to be the adult in the room. We can't keep running the printing presses. And that's just the bottom line.
And Ainsley, I'm still shocked, frankly, by that point of view being espoused on these television stations, cheering for failure, cheering for potential loss of life or harm to others, cheering Molotov cocktails to car dealerships, and the failure of a genius that is emboldened by trial and error so that his accomplishments can benefit all Americans.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to go and rescue those astronauts. If that is successful, can you imagine? They'll still hate him. He wants to reduce waste and fraud. He wants to save American tax dollars, but they still hate him.
Yeah, because it doesn't make them feel good, right? Like if Elon Musk came out to back Kamala Harris, the entirety of this conversation would be completely different. They cannot see at all on any circumstance outside of their echo chamber. It's a little bit wild.
He's helping the blind to see, he says, and they still hate him. And then he's making people that have spinal cord injuries walk again, and they hate him. It's evil. It's mean. Laughing because the rocket blew up. I mean, why?
You can generally tell someone who's never done anything or will never do anything with their life outside of whatever media position they're in by the things that they kind of point out within their opinions, let's say. And in this context, I mean, if you've ever done anything, you understand you're going to fail a lot. Right. The only difference is that he fails on gigantic levels. He can't hide his failures. The average person that you know in life will only post things on social media that is a win for them. And I think that's to the detriment of the people that are watching, right? Honestly, because now they think that the person who they are admiring, let's say, has never experienced anything troubling. They've only experienced perfection. That's not an amazing thing for anyone, right?
I hope that we would never do that, even if we disagree with his politics. They only hate him because they hate Trump, and that's the only reason. But now he has assassination attempts. He has dealerships vandalized, charging stations set on fire. Yeah. Where's the common sense, people? He's saving hundreds of billions of dollars in taxpayers.
Yeah, guys, I also want to point out something really quickly. Fox News definitely used to not talk amazingly about Elon Musk. So, again, echo chambers and the truth, let's say, exists.
Money.
It's indefensible.
Yeah, the fact that our politics has become tribal. I mean, that's what you're describing.
They don't want those astronauts to come back, do they? They want him to fail.
What?
Well, they want the country to fail.
Yeah.
Because they aren't in control. And the country was failing when they were in control. So they had both at one point. So you can only imagine how much they want it to fail, and they're out of power. I do think it's worth mentioning, as we are now on the precipice of maybe Democrats willing to fall on a sword and say, you know what? Let's just shut it all down. Let's not give them any more power. I can't believe they're willing at this point to let us fail in that way and not pass a continuing resolution for the budget and get us to the point where we can increase, taxes by not letting them sunset. All of that is coming down the pike by Friday, potentially, as they stand in the way. And why do I bring this up now? Because that would be the epic failure that they could take, credit for and say, we stood in the way of Republicans. They don't care about real Americans, because if they did, they would have heard the calls about Bidenomics not working from the people who said, we don't want to talk about this woke stuff anymore. They are on their own train. And I predict they'll run out of tracks unless they figure out what to do.
Which is sort of my question to you, Kaylee, and it's one of perspective. You've worked so closely with this administration the first year, and you have such good insight into it. My question is, for the mob mentality, is it simply that once they get a new beast, they'll leave Elon alone?
Yes.
Or at what point, to Ainsley's point, will he do so much good that they will indeed release this hatred for him? What will change?
They'll never
Nothing.
leave Elon Musk
It'll
alone.
never
I had been in the
happen.
administration about 2 months. And I remember distinctly the day when Elon Musk sent a tweet in May of 2020. And it was a tweet about being red-pilled. And I remembered at some point in the administration flagging for President Trump, this Elon Musk guy says he's being red-pilled. I mean, that's really interesting. He's the richest man in the world, or he was close to it at the time. And the red pill tweet, I thought was an indication I might be moving to the Republican Party. I think it was a reference to the Matrix. The red pill means you're taking the pill of truth. The blue pill means you're living in ignorance. Elon Musk chose to take the red pill and live in truth. And what that meant is exactly what he's doing. Realizing we are a bankrupt country with $37 trillion, we're leaving our kids, the height of irresponsibility. And what is he doing? He said in the cabinet meeting, I'm not trying to be capricious here or arbitrary. I am trying to do what's best for this country. And I think Trump deeply resonates with him. Trump said he's putting it all on the line. Trump said this is something that's really not good for him. President Trump chose to do something for our country. He could be on a yacht somewhere, floating around with Melania.
So true.
He put it all on the line as a billionaire. Elon Musk put it all on the line. And it's not self-serving. They're doing it for the good of the country. So let's give them a break here as they try to save the future so that Nash, Blake, Hayden, all of our kids don't have to pay for our irresponsible credit card.
That's right. And you know what you call that? That's being in the arena. All of these people in the stands are simply watching.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, listen, that definitely sounds good. It's just not plausible. With the amount of money that we have printed, guys, it exists. It's not going to go away. It's not going to, our economy is not going to fix itself overnight. Inflation most likely is going to be worse within the next 2 years, guys. Asset prices are going to skyrocket. There is still, in fact, fear of missing out. So people are still going into massive amounts of debt themselves to try to purchase overpriced assets that are just basically going to get more expensive over time. There's a law of supply and demand here, guys. I mean, listen, in terms of real estate and things like that, it's just going to go up. That's it. A dollar is no longer a dollar. It's already not a dollar. It's down like 26 cents. In question, let's say. A dollar is still obviously a dollar, but a dollar's value is about 26 cents cheaper for the same dollar. It's weird. If we do the math, you guys got it, right? But you get what I'm saying here, 26 cents. But the reality of the situation here is, guys, I don't see any change. I would just personally say, hey, listen, growing up, I used to always hear parents say, when your kid is 18, they have to go. Not anymore. How are they leaving, bro? When most apartments want 3 times the rent rate, guys, so it's nearly impossible. The kids are going to stay here. We are, in fact, going to leave kids debt because, again, we can't pay the debt off. We can't at all, unless you want to mess up our currency. Let's not do that. It's already being messed up consistently. Right? Don't store, massive amounts of liquidity. You want to store everything you have in assets of some sorts. Guys. S&P 500 is normally really good. Coca-Cola, any of the dividend kings and things like that would probably work in terms of the stock market at least. QQQ, Invesco, SPYG, guys. That's the S&P 500 growth. But the thing is that, guys, you want to. There is no way that we're going to be able to pay this debt off. We can't, okay? And it's just going to get worse. Every president basically makes it worse. They say they're going to make a change in it, but all it is something to get people to come and vote for them. But we need to start working on the things that are actually real and tangible, guys. We need to stop wasting money in other countries, number one. We need to be a little bit more insular financially with what we are spending money on. We do have the money absolutely to take care of the majority, well, all of American citizens. We have enough money for it, guys. With the amount of money we pay in taxes, no, guys, we have it. We just need to do more things for American citizens. That's it. All right. That's what we should be running on going forward. I obviously I understand the concept of the social stuff, the woke wildness and things like that. That's absolutely annoying. Okay. It's annoying because that's nothing to do with my family and I care about what happens to my family. Number one, I can't share my vote with anyone else's cause. That's just not a thing, guys. But anyway, at least for me, do your thing if that's your thing, obviously. But I'm definitely glad that there are more people kind of coming to the realization that the establishment is not the way to go. This is why populist candidates get so kind of big so fast, guys. Right? All you have to do is offer change, and the people will come. And the Democrat Party really does not understand that at all because they did have a populist. It was Bernie Sanders, and yeah, you see what I'm saying here? So they have populists, but they don't. But the Democrat Party specifically does not like populists. The Republican Party tends to be a little bit more open to the concept of a populist, which means they're probably a little bit closer to what we need in office consistently. I think that's the reality of the situation here, at least. But all right, in the meantime, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.